result of the financial challenges that we have had in Kenya for a long time. Before it came, we did have what we call the differentiated unit course. That was also being done. Once you are admitted, you are placed automatically, you are being funded. And the government, as a government, we had promised that we would give 80% of the total fees, the differentiated total fees. If you're doing education, you pay this. If you're doing engineering, you are paying this. If you're doing law, you are paying this. So that's what we call the differentiated aspect. So the government did promise really to give 80% of that. And then you, the student, were to pay the 20%, which for a long time, the tuition fee was only 16,000. Now, over the years, due to the increment of the number of students coming to the university, and there are a lot of demand we have in the country, the government has not been able to give that 80%. In fact, the latest that we ever had was around 48, 50%. So the question is, where were you to get the 30%? That explains why there has been exponential drop in terms of the services, the financial services that the university is supposed to give you as the students. The Ruto presidency, when it came in, now came up with a new funding model, what we call the student-centered funding model. And the idea is now coming to the university, being placed by COOPs to come to the university does not automatically qualify you to get that 80%. But we did separate the placement from the funding. And so the new funding model concentrates basically knowing who you are in terms of your financial needs and basically placing you into the 5 bands. And I want to tell all Kenyans, the 5 bands are not new. For a long time, even during the DUC, when you come to the university, you have been getting student upkeep ranging between 40,000 to 60,000. And there have always been banned. Even me as a professor who went to school for a long time were being banded. So the banding has been there. The only thing that is now come in is now this 80% of your tuition fee, the total tuition fee, it has to be now be distributed in such a way that you are paying as per your level of needs. The beauty, of course, you were called to declare your neediness. And that is so what you give is what now determine where you are placed. I think that's what I can say. But the last thing is, because you wanted to, the effectiveness. Yes, we are now in the second cohort. The first cohort of the 2022, the people who did Form 4 in 2022 are now going to second year. And the people who did Form 4 in 2023 are now coming first year. So we have 2 cohorts. Many public universities have done their financial statements. And I can tell you nearly all of them have indicated a possibility